Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek. Welcome back to the channel. Pardon the shaky handheld camera here, but I did want to show off a little bit my Star Wars EU collection and start doing a couple videos featuring some things on it as I grow my collection. I know some people out there are trying to grow theirs as well. Ever since Disney, of course, put the silly Legends banner on all of the great EU content, and it's hard to find a lot of this stuff, especially if you want it in hardback form and in hardback form without that Disney Legends banner on it. So I am doing pretty well. I know a lot of people have been collecting for a while, have got way more than I do, but I'm down to the 5th shelf down there. So yeah, look at that. So 5th shelf before the Star Wars content stops, and this is spanning, a good huge, pretty much the entire continuity of the EU. I categorize or organize them in chronological order there according to the eras. I wanted to talk about each of these videos. I'll do them occasionally, and I'll just feature one or two items in there. First, I want to start at the very beginning. These two big 3-ring binders I have here. This was an idea that I had from Alex Starr, my friend, who's gotten me into a lot of the EU stuff and show me where to find some of the resources. There is a lot of content in the EU that is only available online, and at least was only available online for a long time. Maybe it's only being released now as part of the, with a Disney Legends banner or whatever. And this includes stuff from every era, from all the different decades. You've got a lot of stuff from the Star Wars Old Republic game, little blog posts that were written by authors of the books quite often that did take place and sort of weave in together some of the Old Republic books, or especially some of the new expansion packs that were released for the game, for the MMO. So that's really good stuff. It's fun to read. And then you have little short stories and things that have been written, all through the Thrawn era and all that kind of stuff. So, and a lot of these were in Star Wars Insider, the magazine Star Wars Insider. They're hard to find, they're hard to find. You can pay hundreds of dollars just hunting down certain issues because they're not in print anymore. So if you get on a good drive, you can poke around on the internet. You can find them on certain drives and print them out, which is what I did. So let me go ahead and pause this up and I'll show you some of what I got there. So I have them both out here on the table now, and as you can see, I do have, I printed out just some decorations. These are just white binders I bought, you can slip papers in and whatnot, but I just printed out some of the Old Republic era, of course, the wonderful Knights of the Old Republic. Love this shot here of Revan and Malik, and then we have the, what's her name from Knights of the Old Republic 2, and just some good images there. But then, of course, these do the works and the little stories and little printouts in these binders do kind of span the entire EU whole era. So that's why I do have a lot of different eras there. Obviously post original trilogy there and whatnot as well. I do have a little printout. My friend Alex Starr's little printout of the order of all of the EU stuff, books and everything like that. And starts out with some printed matter. Some of these, like this one, did appear in the paperback of Dawn of the Jedi, but at first it was just something that was in online. These are some of the things that were printed in magazines originally. So I went ahead and printed out. Let me get an older one for you, something a little bit more vintage here. Actually, I probably have to go to this binder here. Tenebrous Way. Let's find something. Here we go. This is cool to see. Binders don't cooperate, but here we have the file that I was able to find there on the drive. Had the original cover to the old Star Wars magazine Insider, is what it was called, Star Wars Insider. Pretty cool. And I just printed it out in color, and I've got the whole story here now. So that's it's good if you go ahead and find these, poke around and find these, because like I said, unless you're willing to drop a few hundred sometimes for an old stack of Star Wars Insider magazines, some issues might be cheaper and easier to find than others. But they are hard to find, and they're not just anywhere, where this content's available. So definitely recommend that. But as you can see, that's just that's what these binders are for. Just all kinds of good material that's part of the EU. It's canon, part of the EU, and you're not going to find it anywhere else. So good stuff, from a lot of the authors, the same authors that are actually doing the writing of the novels, So it's definitely recommend you getting a hold of those. So that's it for now. Again, a little short video, but I just wanted to do a series of these occasionally, showing off or just educating people about some certain things, where to get them, where to find them. I will try and place a link, if I can, to one of the sources where you can get that drive from, if it's available. It might be a super secret thing, I don't know. Occasionally you do see some paperbacks in my collection. These are items that were only ever published in paperback that simply aren't available in hardcover, or some things that they're only available in the paperback version. So, for example, I've got where is it? Star Wars Scoundrels here. The paperback has the short story with Lando Calrissian. The hardback doesn't. So I do double duty on something like that. But that's it for now. I'll be back and I'll cover probably some of the front matter, some of the reference books and stuff like that I have up there. Some of these coming up next in the role-playing games and whatnot. So we'll talk about those next time. But in the comments, let me know any tricks or tips you have for collecting EU books. If there are any special groups, that you know of, or some just good finds, some good places that you've seen. Because again, Disney's starting to reproduce a lot of it, but it's firmly with that Legends banner, especially the comics and stuff like that. If you want the good stuff as it was, a good solid EU library without the Disney's mark of sin upon it, then you do have to do some scavenging. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the Star Wars stories you love best.